Hey everybody, I'm back. I just got back from a vacation, a weekend getaway with my boyfriend for our anniversary. We went to the Santa Barbara Orchid Estate, which is very famous. They are a really beautiful nursery that has tons and tons of orchids from all over the world, and I am very proud to say I got to pick up a few of their orchids for myself, and here they are. They're absolutely gorgeous. I want to go ahead and take you in one by one and introduce you. Here we have the biggest purchase of the 3 orchids. That's right, I ended up with 5, but I bought 3 orchids from the estate. And this one is one that I've been meaning to cross off my bucket list for a while here. This is actually 2 divisions of one larger plant, and that is the Iwanagara Appleblossom. I've been wanting the pink one since I have Eris, the yellow one, and I just wanted this one to kind of help round out my collection. I'm still looking for the white alba version to have all of them, really, to satisfy that. But yeah, I have these 2 divisions now and they look fantastic. As you can see, we have a much larger division, and this division of the orchid is actually 2 back bulbs, and so her root system was crazy. This girl needed to be repotted into a larger pot. She was actually growing out to the edge of her current pot, and so I decided to just go ahead and split them, put the newer bulbs in their own separate pot, and I was hoping that maybe this back division of bulbs will yield a new growth and maybe give me another plant. The root system on this division is a lot smaller than this one. This one's very extensive, so I imagine that it is a possibility that I'll just lose these bulbs altogether and I won't get a new growth. But these bulbs are looking pretty thick and juicy, so I hope that there's enough energy stored in there to give me a new growth and to help this plant bounce back. But she's looking pretty good. This one came with this new growth in the back here. That looks fantastic. It's nice and big, and I hope that it will just continue to produce new roots that will help this plant establish itself in its semi-hydro environment. The plants from the Santa Barbara Orchid Estate were actually were potted in actually a stone medium, some sort of rock, maybe some sort of lava rock. I'm not really sure what that type of rock was, but it made taking the medium out a lot easier, and it makes me more comfortable knowing that it was a non-organic medium. I'm just going from a non-organic to a non-organic, but this setup is a lot more moisture retentive, so I do believe I will have a bit of root loss here. I imagine these orchids were kept in a much more arid environment because the humidity in Santa Barbara off the coast is a lot higher, so the higher humidity probably was a lot better for these orchids. But I have a very different setup here where the moisture content of the potting medium is a lot higher, so I imagine the adaptation process for these orchids will be a little bit heavier, but I'll keep an eye on them to make sure they're doing okay. Here we have another Cattleya that I've been meaning to cross off my list. Well, I guess I don't have to cross it off quite yet. The Cattleya tenebrosa has been on my wish list for a little bit here. I love the color combination on that one, but I was looking for a little bit darker of a flower. This one is actually a hybrid. Stellamare is a hybrid of the Cattleya tenebrosa crossed with a Cattleya Cinnabrosa. So as you can see, she's much smaller plant, a much more compact growing plant, and with a much more compact flower as well. And so I actually adore this flower. As soon as I saw it, I quite loved it. It's once again that color combination of this deeper fuchsia lip and this rusty orange color. I am a sucker for it. Every time I see it, I have to have it. So here we have Stellamare, named for a very beautiful viewpoint over there in Santa Barbara. Just one of my little souvenirs from the Santa Barbara Orchid Estate. I'm absolutely in love with these blooms. They are so beautiful. Not fragrant as far as I can see, but that might be just because she is a little stressed from the repot. But oh, how gorgeous is this color combination, right? Just like so beautiful. It is absolutely stunning. I can't get enough of these flowers. I really can't. They're really beautiful. Just super gorgeous. One of my favorites. I will definitely be getting a Cattleya tenebrosa, the proper species, probably sometime down the line. But this will definitely serve in the meantime. Just such a beautiful flower. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. A great purchase from the estate. And last but not least, we have the Renanetia. This is the Renanetia Sunrise. A really just beautiful plant. I stopped as soon as I saw this one hanging from their baskets. The actual flower spike on the mother plant that I was looking at was so beautiful. They actually are a color changing type of flower. They bloom this really beautiful red, reddish, coral, salmon, peachy. I want to say all those colors are synonyms of this like reddish hue. And as the flower matures and gets older, it fades to this really beautiful sunset pink, or I guess sunrise, since this is the Renanetia sunrise pink, sherbet orange color. It's really beautiful. I was a huge fan of the display, and so I asked if they had any for sale, and apparently all of them were reserved already except for this one. So I was super excited when I picked her up. They had several generations of this plant available, and so I wanted the reddest iteration possible, but unfortunately we couldn't match up the serial numbers. But you know, I picked her up anyways. I wanted her anyways. And to my surprise, when I came home, the one single, what I thought was a single plant with a keiki, was actually two separate plants. There was no actual attachment of the rhizome of these plants. So I'm very excited to say I have two for the price of one here. So happy, so excited about that. These are seedlings, so there is a chance that this plant does not look like this one, but the fact that they were together is a really good sign. I think that it is likely that they'll be very similar in looks. And I mean, this spike, I'm so lucky that I got such a red color flower. I'm so happy. This flower is just such a gorgeous color. It really is just really something to look at here. It's such a gorgeous red color. So I look forward to watching these bloom and fade, because even the fading of the flower will look beautiful as the color turns from that red to pink over the life of the flower spike. So I'm excited to see that in bloom further. I have hope that this particular plant, this is Cielo. Cielo will hold on to this flower spike. She decided to bloom it, hasn't decided to fade it quite yet. So I have hopes that she'll keep it and that it will continue to grow. She might, blast a couple buds up here toward the top, but I hope she doesn't. And it looks like she's also a brancher, because I have a secondary branch right here off the side of this spike. So that's very exciting too. I'm excited to see where that goes and what she does with that flower spike. But either way, I'm just glad to confirm that she has a gorgeous red flower, and that I will be getting, I'm excited to be getting another show from her eventually. She is a beauty. What a gorgeous compact Vanda plant. So that concludes my my purchases from the Santa Barbara Orchid Estate. I hope you guys enjoyed looking at the plants that I picked. They have such a collection of all types of growers, cool growers, warm growers, outside, inside plants. So if you're ever in the area, if you're ever in Santa Barbara on vacation, or you were curious on visiting the estate, I highly recommend it. They are a really wonderful place to pick up some plants. Really gorgeous. All right, you guys, have a great day. I hope you guys enjoy growing your orchids and that you show them the love that they need to bloom for you. Bye.